This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. So, over the last couple of months I've been clearing things out, and I knew I had gotten in the latest edition of Folklore, even though I had the other edition. And I wanted to take a quick look at this, and I wanted to talk about how this kind of works together with my, you never would think that, you know, Folklore the Affliction would work with Warhammer Quest. Littlemonk had come out with a whole bunch, and I've covered them extensively, some of the expansions that he's created. Castle of Darkness, the Spectre, and I wanted to kind of just go down to the table, take a look at this newer edition, and show you two variants that I actually have, because I actually have the Creature Crate. I've got this newest edition. I want to show you just a few things, and some of the things that I've replaced in Folklore Affliction, the Affliction, excuse me, and how I use it with Warhammer Quest 95. There are just some fantastic miniatures and standees that you can really champion here and use, and we'll talk more about that and the Creature Crate and all the other stuff that goes with this when we go down to the table. So why don't we just head there and take a look at it now. So kind of covering this and just kind of going over a few things that, you know, as you can see, this is the newer edition of it. You're going to get the same, you know, one of the things that people complained about is the maps. They seemed very terrible. These seemed a little bit thicker. The real difference here, okay, number one, you get the updated rule book. You get the story journal. You know, the ton of tokens that you get. If you don't have the neoprene map, which you know, I do, you can just keep it nice and condensed on this nice smaller board, which it works great. You can use the doors and the bat swarms, and this folds up, which is really nice, and so it fits into the box. And of course all your different tokens that you're going to need. But you know, the thing I wanted to show you and really hit home is that they have these tokens here instead of having the miniatures. If you know, if you want to pick this game up, and you still can, you have your heroes up top here, and then you're going to run into your Dark Oaks, and they're all, you know, they do a couple of things, okay. Like I said, I use the miniatures for something else, and if you just want to keep these, you know, because it works just as well if you just go with the if you go with the standees here. You got your vampires, your werewolves, your rabbit wolves, okay, gargoyles, decaying dead, it's always fun, you know, different things, infested, your skinwalkers, and some of the other things here. You can just use these and they would be fine. Of course, you know, there are just tons and tons of just great cards and how this game plays out. If you haven't seen it, check out some of the videos on my channel. I've covered it. This is a game that isn't going to leave, but you know, I want to show how this works with Warhammer 95, Warhammer Quest 95. I'm actually going to move this over here, and I want to bring over this Creature Crate because, again, you know, like I said, I still have stuff that I haven't even used. These nice little neoprene maps for your characters, so you can keep everything you know, together and stuff, which is always cool. And then of course the giant map in here. But the actual Creature Crate, you can buy a Creature Crate if you can find it that has all the miniatures in it. So if you want to get that, and eventually if you can find this on a good deal, you can find it. Down on the bottom here, you're going to have all your ghosts. And the nice thing about it is it kind of has everything laid out. You can use these ghosts for several different things. There are different types of creatures that you can proxy. Fall of the Spire. You know, you have all these creatures, and you can paint them up as you want and as you go. The heroes that will be there for it, the crocodile, which is really, really cool, and things like that. And things that you've seen on the channel here. These hands work perfectly. I mean, absolutely perfectly with Castle of Darkness for 95. Some of these ghouls and these ghosts work perfectly with, Manor of the Spectre for Warhammer Quest 95. Another, just great. Just the different proxy. You could proxy a lot of this. The werewolves, the vampires that can fall in, the wolves that can fall in, the skeletons if you need more skeletal things, and Littlemonk's making more stuff, so God knows that the more miniatures that you have, the more you can proxy. And the nice thing about this is you can pull it out whenever. It's a nice little case here. Everything is nice and tight in here, and it works really, really well, especially if if you're going to use it either for Folklore Affliction, or you have another game that you want to proxy some horror things with. And with all the stuff that Littlemonk does, there's always something that you can find to use these figures for. And that's kind of the thing I wanted to cover here, is that there is such a universal use for this. And I was surprised how many of these figures I used with Warhammer Quest. They were just absolutely perfect for what I was trying to accomplish and do. And not only that, but they still supply one of the best games. This was a very, very, very good game. Very story-driven. Folklore is a fantastic game. If you don't have it, I suggest you get it. Check it out while it's still available over at Miniature Market. So with all that said, why don't we go up top and get on out of here? As you saw, the cool vampires, and like I said, the Castle of Darkness, with the universal monsters, more or less. The only thing you're missing is kind of the Frankenstein creature and the mummy, but there are so many of those creatures that actually fit into some of these expansions done by Littlemonk. The other thing is, I really like the condensed version of Folklore. I don't want to forget that. I do have this neoprene map, which is absolutely beautiful, and I love putting it out there and playing this game by myself a lot. It really is one of those games that I really, really enjoy. This is just a great game. I loved playing it. We've done live videos with Julie, and when she was with Greenbrier, and some other people that were involved, and we just had a great time doing these live events together, and going through some things that you can always create your own adventures, and that's what makes this such a unique game and so much fun. I really loved Folklore, the Affliction, and it will stay in my collection until the end of time, especially that creature crate where I can use everything that's in there. I have Fall of the Spire, and I have the Dark Tales, so I have everything for it, and it just has a lot of replayability in my book. And it's not an easy game. It's tough and a lot of fun, but also finding other uses for it. It does have a purpose that will continue on here on the channel. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.